Hi guys, my name is Nasra and this is Daily Chronicles. Welcome to the first episode of Women and Entrepreneurship. And today I have a very young entrepreneur and I'll let her introduce herself before we start this interview.
Thank you, Nasra, for having me. My name is Leila Juma and I'm a student at USIU in my final year. I'm majoring in International Business Administration and my concentration is marketing. So I'm an entrepreneur, as Nasra said. I do so many businesses here and there, small businesses. And yes, I'm glad to be on this platform today. And I hope you guys are going to learn one or two things from the video.
We are happy to have you here, Leila. So what type of business do you do?
So we run a Swahili food restaurant in Moba Drive, and it's called Al Mubarak Restaurant. And yeah, we mainly concentrate in Swahili food, and I also do insurance. And yeah, main of my focus right now is the restaurant. I sell Swahili snacks also on the side, and insurance.
Okay, so what is it, Leila, that inspired you to start this type of business, this food in the food industry, I mean?
Okay, one thing about me is I love making money, and entrepreneurship has always been one of my key factors. Like back in high school, I used to sell pizzas.
Okay.
So I noticed. Yeah.
How are you making pizza in high school?
No, I used to go buy from Pizza Inn.
Oh, so you used to commute from home?
Yeah, I was a day scholar.
Okay.
Before during boarding.
Okay.
So I'd go buy pizzas and then I'd come sell per piece.
So how much would you sell for one piece?
I'd sell at 80 bob. So I'll make around 280 per box.
Oh, per box,
yeah.
280. Get that, people. You can a place and there's pizza you can buy and sell.
Exactly.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Okay.
And we are a couple of students doing that, by the way.
Okay.
And so when I came to USIU, when I joined in 2016, I noticed there's a gap in Swahili. Okay. So I started convincing my parents back home, like, you guys, you should come to Nairobi and let us pursue this business. Because I missed my mom's food. And it's very hard to find authentic Swahili food in Nairobi. So it took a while, but we finally decided to, you know what, let's go with it and let's come start the business.
So was it hard starting this business, capital-wise? Was it difficult for you and your family?
Yeah, it was quite hard because at the time, remember, I started convincing them back in 2016. Okay. So we were trying to find ways of raising the capital. So we managed to sell one of our lands back in cost, and then the money that we got, now we use it as capital to come start the business here.
So what are some of the challenges that you face in this type of business? Challenges business-wise?
So business-wise, I'd say there are good and bad days in each and every business. You know that, right?
Okay, yeah.
And one of the bad days that has been there for a while now is since the corona hit, the pandemic. Yeah. And once the pandemic hit, like, so many people disappeared, you know. Most people were laid off from their jobs. So people went back to shadows, you know. And some people prefer cooking at home because it's cheaper. So we kind of lost like a few customers here and there, because, you know, once you're laid off from your business, you now have to start getting ways of how you're going to, like, save your money and stuff like that. So that's one of the challenges. And another challenge is I'd say
there's also the part that you as a woman, what are some of the challenges that you face as a woman, especially in the business, or putting yourself out there trying to make ends meet? What are some of the challenges that you encounter?
So as a woman, we face so many challenges out there. We find that there are some people who will just come to your business not because they want to purchase from you, but because they want you specifically.
Okay.
And in this business, you find that we have to give out our contacts to people so that they can make orders from us. So you find someone wanting your contact not because they want food from you. There are some they'll even call you at midnight. You know. So those are some of the challenges I face as a woman. And in the insurance industry, I've met different people. You meet high-end clients, and you find that clients they want to meet you every single day, but you can't close the deal.
They don't want to close the deal, but they have their own agendas.
They have their own secret agendas. Okay. So you'll find a client will tell you, come today, we'll meet over lunch. You go meet them, and you're actually thinking that, oh my God, I'm finally closing this deal. You get there and now they start talking about other things. They tell you about the cover can't be certain way, you see. So there's so many secret agendas, yeah. And also there's a job, a high-end job that I missed because one of the managers was like, if you want to get this job, you're going to have to accept my advances. So I said no to that and I was like, I'm not going to do that. So I lost that job, which is fine. I'm doing okay. I'm still alive and making money. So it's all good.
What advice can you give someone who is in a business or other women who are doing something but they keep getting this harassment or advances? What is it as a woman that you should do?
Okay, so I'd tell my fellow women out there, have boundaries, set your boundaries, and it's very important to have principles because these principles will guide you to get where you want to go. You will meet different kinds of people, and there's so many shortcuts these days. I mean, you'll see a 26-year-old driving a V8, but do you even know how they got to get there? And one thing about our generation, we get pressure. There's so much pressure to make it, but we don't actually want to
do the work.
To do the work and to
do it the right way.
The right way, exactly. You know, and there's so much pride in how you started, you know, how you advanced, the steps that you took,
the
journey, you know,
have been.
Exactly. It's very important to enjoy that journey. You want to make it so fast and so easy, but there are risks to that, you know. And one thing about us, we have that fear of failure. Before even starting, you start doubting yourself.
I feel like the society already puts so much pressure in a woman than a man. So there's already that external pressure that you face before you even get this other pressure or other things.
So you just have to cancel out all the noise, the outside noise, the background noise, and you know yourself where you want to get to in life. So focus on that.
So personally, I would like to know, and I'm sure other people out there would like to know, how much capital does someone need to start this particular business or to be in the food industry?
Okay. So if you want to start small, just start with that small gas, have your karai, just the basic stuff. I'll say for that you need around maybe 20 to 25,000.
Okay.
If you want to start small by the roadside, we did that. You know, there's a point in time where we did that. And if you want a shop now, it depends on where you are and your market. It's very important. You know, one thing about us is we don't do a survey before starting a business. It's very important to do a survey. And the rent also plays a big factor. So if maybe you got a place where the rent is around 10,000, for instance, you need around 150,000. Because for a business to stand on its own, at least you need to have another source of income that will be paying rent for that business for around 6 months. You know, so for any business to mature, for most business to mature, around 6 months.
You need to give it time.
You need to give it time. But if you're starting a business and you expect that business to start paying rent immediately, that's why people end up shutting down their business, because they didn't have a second plan. Because you need to have something that will be able to support that business.
What do you think should be done by the government to support small entrepreneurs or small SMEs, small businesses?
That's a very good question.
You as a business, in your perspective, with some of the challenges that you've told us you face in the business, what do you think could be done better to avoid such by the government?
So one of the main problems we suffered is capital. You know, this country has made it so hard for people to access capital. There's so many people who want to do businesses but they lack capital. So I'd say it's very important for the government to put down structures that make it easier for us, you know? Because now if you want to go, I was trying to get a loan by them to expand the business some time back, but it is pretty hard because now you have to have collateral. Okay? If you have a title deed, some don't have title deed. You need to have some security. Exactly, some security. There are some who want to see records of your business. Now, you're now starting a business. You don't want to start a business. You don't have any records of your business. You know? So it's very, very hard. I wish the government could just put down structures that could make it easier for people to access loan. You see, most women Sahi, they do easy machama, merry-go-round, you know?
And them to get them.
Exactly. And it can be hard for some because you can't trust everyone. You know, there's some who will just take money and they'll go, you know? And there are others who need large capital. So they need to put up structures for that. And also another thing is, if they could put up training institutions. We go into business without some skills. Financial literacy is very important.
Yeah.
Communication skills, very, very important. Customer service. Have you gone to shops where you just go there and the people, the person dealing there just speaks so rudely to you and they're like,
and sometimes we get out of there, we're so mad, but maybe it's not their fault.
Exactly.
Maybe they don't know. But also, as a business person, sometimes, Leila, you might wake up, you know, as women, we have other things that we face, you know, monthly, we have our issues. So what are some of the things that you tell a woman while doing the business, especially the mood swings? How do you deal with them?
I normally tell myself, Leila, once you get to business, just shut down everything around you. Whatever it is you're going through, put it aside. Because your customer is your dollar sign. This is the person who's bringing money into your business. This is your boss, you know. So treat your customer as that. Put everything around you aside. You say, no, I have to treat my customers well. Because this customer who can treat well, that is when now they go and tell the other person, you know, I love their customer service. Go to this certain shop, you know. That's how you grow as a business.
And finally, Leila, I would like you to tell us details about your business, where you're located, the name of your business, and where people can find you.
So our restaurant is called Al-Mubarak Restaurant, and it's located in Lumumba Drive, along Lumumba Drive. We have blue containers along Lumumba Drive called Shoppers Park. Our shop is shop number 38. So when you get there, you can call us, and Nasra will leave our contact details down here.
Or you can just say it.
Okay, 0799 50 or 079 888 So you can get us through those numbers.
And do you have a social media page?
Yeah, and our Instagram page is Al-Mubarak Restaurant, and you can find us on Facebook too as Al-Mubarak Restaurant.
And thank you once again.
Thank you, Nasra,
for agreeing to being here and sharing your story, maybe to inspire someone else out there. And I hope you subscribe to this channel, Daily Chronicles. Also, visit our website www.dailychronicles.co.ke, and our social media pages on Facebook is Daily Chronicles and on Instagram is Daily Chronicles. I've been your host, Nasra Hussein. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time on another episode of Women and Entrepreneurship. Be safe. Bye.